Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on the Space Couch today it's time for part 14 of my Star Wars book collection. So here we go. First, strictly speaking, it's not Star Wars solely, but I'm including it in there obviously because it's Her Worshipfulness. We saw that, that's an extract, the handwritten extract from there. Let's see, are there any images in here? There's a nice one of her and Harrison. I think this is the one that was photoshopped to include a young version of Adam Driver when he was a child, and it was like at home with the solos. Let's see, is there anything else? There, of course, she is there. Classic Princess Leia. Sadly missed. I'm looking forward to reading that. Should be really interesting, giving her outlook on life. Now this we quickly had a look at in my Forbidden Planet haul. The lightsabers, there's just an image there we didn't see previously. That's interesting design on that. Obviously this won't have Ezra's lightsaber in there from Star Wars Rebels. It's also kind of a blaster. There is Master Yoda, and there is Master Yoda just to the side of him as well. Yes, indeed. What else do we have? Kit Fisto. We only see him in really the background in Clones and Sith, and he's the one who gets killed by Palpatine, but he makes many appearances in the Clone Wars TV show. Let's see, I don't know this one. Sai Tin. So that's that. Next we have the Han Solo one-shot. There is the back cover. Let's have a look at a couple of images in here. He's in a bar, looks like he's in some trouble, but then again he is Han Solo. When is he not in trouble in bars? There's some more images there. Falcon flying about. Let's see, what else do we have? Stormtroopers there. Hope they don't recognise him or he'll be in big trouble. There's another nice one, the view out of the Falcon there, and there's a couple of good images of Han there. What else do we have? There's the Falcon, and here it is here. This is in the race that he's in. That is, I think, one of the markers. I think that's about it for that. Next, Star Wars Volume 4, Last Flight of the Harbinger. Obviously, I will be doing the standard in-depth of both of those in due course. So there we go. There's some images from it. That is Kenobi and Black Krrsantan on Tatooine. More of about the specialised stormtroopers called Scar Squadron. Strategic Combat and Retrieval. I think it stands for, I'm not sure. There they are. Wouldn't want to wake up and see that staring down at you. There's some of Han and Leia. This will be them trying to hijack that Star Destroyer. Ah, this is interesting. Look, Admiral Akbar, General Dodonna and Mon Mothma, they're all in this. There you go. Look at all those TIE fighters. My God, that is a lot of TIE fighters. Let's see. Oh, that's an interesting image. This reminds me very much of Ezra in Rebels because he's always wearing his helmet over his clothes. But that is Luke obviously wearing a Stormtrooper helmet. Han and Leia just having some over. I think we saw this one before, didn't we? No, there. Good one of the two of them trying to race each other to the bridge to see who becomes captain. First one to the bridge gets to be captain because they're just butting heads over who's in charge. There's R2. There's Leia. There's an explosion. Some images here. There's Sergeant Creel with his lightsaber. There's Luke with his lightsaber. And what's that? Are they out in... Yeah, it looks like they're in space, those ones. Hence the breathing masks. There's a good one. Han and Leia in the vacuum. And look at all the TIE fighters. Yeah, so that's that for now. Next, The Art of the Clone Wars. Quickly pop that out of its box. have a look at some images from it. Let's see. There we go. Some pencil drawings. That's Ahsoka there. I'm not sure, can't make out what this is. More sketches. Yeah, clone troopers. There's a couple of maquettes for lighting, one of Anakin and one of Kenobi. There's Jabba's uncle Zero and his bar on Coruscant, I assume. Who was that? Would that be Kenobi? No, because it's Padme turns up later, and I think then the clones. Speaking of clones, there they are. It's a good one of them. There is that. Yeah, Captain Rex, who obviously he is in Star Wars Rebels. He's a great character. Here's an image here. There's a droid. That doesn't look like it's going so well. Giant creature fighting you. Vanquor. Don't recall this particular location, but I haven't finished going through the Clone Wars yet. I do recall this one, that pacifist village. Anakin, Ahsoka, was it Master Undula? I can't remember. Unduli, sorry. Ayla Secura. And that's various iterations of those people who live on that planet. Oh, there's a nice one. Auto Plutonia. And there's another great one there as well. There's the clone trooper, and there's the droids. Droid control ship. Great image. The Senate. So some of the episodes take place in the Senate. This looks like that one where the bunch of senators get kidnapped, including Padme and Bail Organa. Possibly Mon Mothma is in there as well, I can't recall. And that is it for that. Next, this. The storyboards. Quick flick through this. Trench run. More of the trench run. Cloud City. Boba Fett. These are beautiful sketches. Here we go, on the Death Star, that will be the Emperor's shuttle arriving. Unless it's when Vader first turns up. Not sure. This, I think it was filmed, but we never saw it. This is Luke constructing his green lightsaber. There's 3PO and R2 just before he sends them off to Jabba's palace. And there is just some of the speeder chase on Endor. So that's that. Next we have this, the concept art. I'll just slip it out of its cover, it'll just be easier. Look, there's the front, around the foot of an AT-AT. And that's a battle tank. We see that in Revenge of the Sith, I think on Kashyyyk, and it's also as what is transporting Jyn Erso on Wobani. They got decommissioned, that's all they're good for now, transporting prisoners. Now there's no war. There's some droid transports. That's that twin airspeeder on Bespin, and there of course is Slave One, or a version of it. Couple of nice ones of Padme. I think this is her wedding outfit or a version of it. I don't recall her wearing anything like that, but she did have some pretty wild outfits, didn't she? There we go, the ATTE there with the clone troopers. I think this is a Kashyyyk glider. This will just be another type of skimmer here. There's a great one, impressionist, of Tusken Raiders on Tatooine. Very nice. One more from here, I think. I think this is from one of the video games. That's quite an image. I'd love to see that turn up in one of the films. You know how we've been seeing images that have turned up in, say, Rebels, and now in the comics, and now in the film, like the Star Destroyer hovering over the city. What's been happening in those a lot is people going out the airlock, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of our heroes getting airlocked in Episode 8, and saved, of course. But that would be interesting, because they turn up everywhere. Last, of course, was making a Return of the Jedi. So let's have a quick look at here. There's all of the puppets there. There's Jabba, of course, the most expensive puppet at the time. And there's now that Cromgar, although maybe, as I said before, they can make him a live action because that guy cosplayed him so effectively. There's Admiral Akbar. Good to see them introducing variations of Mon Calamari in Rogue One. With Admiral Raddus, there's Han and Leia there. That's their Endor outfits. There's Luke and Vader. There's 3PO. That'll be when they suddenly realise he's a god, or they think he's a god. There's one of George there. There's Luke and there's George. I think that's Luke. No, it's not. It's someone else. There's the Falcon. The droids getting kitted out. And there's John Williams. I think we saw this image previously. One more, I think. The main reactor of the second Death Star, the model of it. That's excellent. So that is part 14 of my book collection. Bit of a mixed bag, graphic novels, memoirs, art books, all that sort of thing. Yes, I hope you enjoyed. I still haven't gone through some of those. I haven't finished going through the storyboards, Jedi, or the concept art. I'm very much looking forward to sharing them with you once I have. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed. I like the video.